Welcome to the Leadership Standard. We are live right now. Alrighty, welcome. Please tell your friends, tell people, share, like this video right now. Let's get as many people here as possible. We're live. I'm going to run another clip. Please tell as many people, tell them that we are live right now. Alrighty, welcome guys, and thank you all for being here. Again, this is the Leadership Standard, and we're excited to have you here today. Thank you everyone for coming. We're going to be talking a very important subject today, and that's the rise of terrorism in Nigeria. The rise of terrorism in Nigeria. But before I continue, I want to make sure that you guys are hearing me perfectly. So, one second.
Continue. I want to make sure that you guys are hearing me.
All right, the sound is coming in clear. I have verified that. So let's go ahead. We will be talking about the rise of terrorism in Nigeria and the spread of it as well in Africa. My name is Buchilo. I am the CEO of the Leadership Standard, a youth-run organization aimed at promoting young people in leadership as well as promoting good governance as well in leadership. So today we're talking about the rise of terrorism in Nigeria, and it's a very important topic because there are humans that are living there and are being affected by this. And the question is, who is to blame? You know, who is responsible? Who should take the blame for that? So let me go ahead and bring in my topic. This is what I'm going to be talking on today. So let's start from here. Now, this is a very important, story that I want us to talk about, and that's the one of, the northern singer that has been praised. We see how, this personality is being praised by people in that area. They're considering him a hero. The northern singer releases a song praising the bandits and kidnap kingpin Bello Turji. The problem is that when you see things like this, we are reminded that people in those communities actually fantasize these people. These are bandits that are killing people, but rather than they should be responsible enough to get these people and put them in the custody of the police. They are releasing praise songs, blessing or actually showering praises on people that are killing them, and that is very worrisome. And that's one of the issues that we realized comes from that part, of the North. How they fantasize these people and how they're not holding them accountable for good governance. All right, so that's one of the topics we want to talk about. Now, let us talk about this other topic. The Arewa Consultative Forum is berating the president, Buhari, and Governor El Rufai for failing to visit the banditry hit communities. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. So they are right now, they are berating the president as well as the governor of Kaduna State for failing to show empathy for those that have been, for those communities that were, that were hit. And I'm getting this from, this, my sources is, Linda, the blog, Linda Cage's blog. All right, just putting it out there. So let's talk about this. Now, the Arewa Consultative Forum, is the body that is known for fighting for the folks that are, the northern folks. That's the forum that they organize for themselves. And now they are berating the president for, and the governor of Kaduna State for failing to visit those places that were hit. The question then is, what exactly is, because there is a failure of leadership. This is a problem. There is a failure of leadership. Leadership is taking responsibility. Leadership is showing empathy. Leadership is being at the forefront when things are happening. We're not seeing it from the president of Nigeria, neither are we seeing it from the governor, of Kaduna State. And that exactly shows you the fact that we are not being led by people who care. Nigerians are not being led by people who care. Unfortunately, that is what it is. They're not being led by people who care, because how can you say that you care about your people and they are being killed and you don't even go and visit them? That can show you that the plans that these people are having for their own people, it's not even a good plan, because you must be able to show empathy for those that are being killed because of your negligence as a leader. You are not a leader if you cannot show empathy. You are not a leader if you cannot be there to comfort those people that are suffering. And that's a failure of leadership on the part of, of the president, as well as the part of the governor of Kaduna State. And at times like this is when you question them and say that, what exactly is their role? People are dying, you're not protecting them, and when they die, you don't even show them empathy. And that is just how sad it is when you live in a country that is being run by clueless people. That is what happens. So I wish them the best of luck. All I can say is, you whatever you sow, that is what you reap. All right. Now, another one again is another story that is coming again from this same state, Kaduna State. How 9 people have been killed and 2 injured in separate attacks in Kaduna State. Now, as you can see, 9 people killed. One of those people that were killed, is this person, Nasiru Abdullahi, with his father, who was killed by bandits along the Kaduna Burning Gwari Road, as well as 9 other people. Now, these bandits come out from nowhere and they kill their own people. They kill their own people. They don't even care. They don't even care who they're killing. They come out is they just come out there and kill their own people. And that's the problem. When you are there, when you see people who don't even care about life, and you are forced to live with these people, how then can you think you're going to live a quality life? Life must be one that is made out of quality. If you're not living a life of quality, a life of substance, then what exactly is the point of you living your life? And that is what is going on in Kaduna State. There is no point of living one's life in a state of perpetual fear. And that is what is going on. And that is the reason why we're saying that, there is terrorism is rising from the north. There is a rise of terrorism in the north, because we're seeing a lot of these killings coming out from there, as well as other parts of Nigeria. Don't get me wrong. But again, the amount of people that are being killed in the north is alarming, because you ask yourself, do you even have leadership? Do you even have leadership? Is there a form of leadership? What kind of leadership is this, where there is nobody who is being held accountable for the lives of people that are being slaughtered on a daily basis? So another thing again is this. I wanted to talk about how bad it is, because when the president is in Turkey celebrating his 79th birthday, and the people are being killed and slaughtered, and he's not being there, but rather he's out there in Turkey celebrating his 79th birthday. What does that tell you? That shows you a failure of leadership. That shows you a lack of empathy. That shows you a leader that doesn't care about his people. That shows you a leader that is ostracized from what is going on. In reality, he's clueless. He doesn't know what's going on, and the people around him are psychophants, people who should be talking to power, but they are being blinded by their greed and their avarice and their lust for wealth and power that will still pass away in this vain world that we live in. And listen to me, my people. it is high time that we start telling ourselves the truth. We have to start telling ourselves the truth. How do we continue to live in a society that is being festered on by people who are out there to kill us, but rather than them to care about the people that they're leading, they are celebrating their birthday in Turkey? How do you do that? How do you celebrate your birthday in Turkey and people are being killed in your backyard, in your own villages? But yet you're out there flying the private jets with your people, celebrating birthdays in foreign countries. How does that even help the economy of Nigeria? How does this help the economy of Nigeria? All these people that are out there, they will stay in hotels, they will come with their aides. All of those things is money. Do you know how much money they will pay for hotel bills? Do you know how much money they will pay for gas? Do you know how much money they will pay for electricity? Do you know how much money they will pay for clothes? Do you know how much money they will pay in Turkey just because this man is celebrating his birthday there? But the people who are suffering are not having the power to do so. And that is exactly what we're talking about. There is a high failure of leadership, and that is what it is. And that is why this program is being brought to you. The leadership standard is being brought to you to showcase to you the failure of leadership, in Africa, how the leaders in Africa are failing the people on a daily basis, and how lives are being lost because of this failure. The lives of Black people must matter. Black lives matter, but the lives of Africans in Africa rarely matter. And there's so many stories of this, so many encounters in all the parts of it. So we're going to move on to the next story quickly. Now, this is another story of Bukola Saraki, who most people know in Nigeria as a famous, politician, as well as the former Senate president of Nigeria. He has reacted that 38 people were being killed in Kaduna State. It is not enough to just react. We have to start asking questions. We know that he has the capacity to ask questions, but we need to start asking questions and start demanding answers. It's not just enough to say that, oh, we're reacting, but how is that reaction going to bring a result? That is the question that we need to ask ourselves. We're going to move on. Now, this is a governor who has raised an alarm, and now this alarm is an early alarm, is a prophecy. It's telling the people now that there are plots by Boko Haram and Islamic State of West Africa province to establish terrorist camps in Taraba State. Now, this governor is the governor of Taraba State, and he's talking about the plans of Boko Haram to establish, terror cells. That is what is going on. They want to establish terror cells right now in Taraba State. And he's talking about this thing because now the thing is this: I want to tell you there's a rise of terrorism coming through in West Africa. There's a rise of it, and if those things are not being contained, it's going to spread through. It's going to spread. It's going to be like the Arab Spring. It's going to be like the days of old when the Arabs went through and just conquered the land. That's what's going to happen. The Fulanis are coming to conquer the lands, and we have to pray against these things. We have to hold fast and say that we resist it. We have to fight these things, and we have to create our own form of defense, to ensure that these things do not come through. And I'm a prophet of God. I'm just trying to say these things out here right now, that there's something that is going on in those places, and we have to start asking questions. Why is it that those areas are being controlled by powers of darkness that are out there killing people on a daily basis? And these powers of darkness want to come through. They want to expand their territory. They want to expand their legions and take over more lands. And that is what we are seeing. And they are being supported by high powers in high places. And they are not being these powers are not speaking because they are benefiting from what's going on. And that is exactly what this is exactly the truth. And this is what you need to hear. And this is what we need to act upon, because the earlier we do so, the better for mankind, the better for humanity. So I'm just going to say this now because this man is raising this alarm, and people need to ask, that what exactly is going to be done to prevent this from happening. It's not just about raising alarm, and the other one was reacting. People are reacting and raising alarm, but what exactly is being done to stop this? Now let's talk about another one again. Now this is the Bandit Attack that recently happened in Kaduna State, where the death toll rose to 40 people. Now this was in the local government called Giwa local government area of Kaduna State, where they have recovered 2 additional bodies following the weekend attack. So as you can see, there's a lot of attacks coming along, and there is a rise in terrorism happening. There's a rise in terrorism. People are being slaughtered every day. They're being slaughtered, and as they're slaughtered, they're being buried. I don't know what's going on, but it's just happening real fast. Now this is another story that I felt like I should just bring in. It's just a little controversy, and I don't know what you think about this. But a female soldier was detained for agreeing to marry a male youth corps member. Now the lawyers, headed by Fowles' mother, has said, Fumi Falana, she has said that female soldier's decision should be respected. I totally believe and I totally stand by her as well, that the decision to whoever you decide to marry should be respected. As long as that person is not a minor, as long as that person is not a minor, as long as that person has the capacity to reason, as long as that person has the mental faculties to think, as long as that person's decision is not under undue influence or under under any form of force, then that person should be led to do what they want to do. So, but again, there is also a code of conduct that she signed up to. But again, if she decides that she wants to go ahead with this decision, then maybe she should step down from the role of a military and go ahead and become a civilian and marry whoever she wants to marry. And that's my own opinion on this. So I don't know what you guys think, but that's just a story I wanted to bring up. Now, this is the reaction from the governor of Sokoto State, who has requested that they arrest the singer who was hailing the bandits in a song. I think this is a very good decision. You cannot be praising someone who is out there killing people, a terrorist, and you're out there singing a song to praise him. I totally agree that this is a very good decision from the governor, and this is a commendable idea. Alrighty, so this is what I'm saying, and this is what I think should be done. That she should be arrested. You can't be praising someone who's killing people. Alrighty, so so that's exactly what the stories will be today. I also want to bring this story up. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the founder and the leader of IPOB, should be declared a prisoner of conscience. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be declared a prisoner of conscience. I don't know what you guys think, but I totally believe that a prisoner of conscience is someone who is fighting for his people. He has not done anything that I think should warrant him being in jail for this long. He has been someone who has been fighting for his people, consistently seeking for self-determination through legal means. I don't see why they are persecuting him. Again, if Nigerian government has unlawfully extradited him to Nigeria and they have him in his possession, then I feel they should go ahead and go through with the force of law. And not hold him down and persecute him for so long. This trial has been going on since 2015, and this is 2021. The question is, why is this trial still going on for this long? Let us go ahead and make a decision and stand by the law. Again, unlawful extradition, that in that case alone, doesn't even make the case stand, because the case in itself has fallen off when you unlawfully extradite someone. So that will be my end and my conclusion today. I want to thank you all for watching me. I hope you have been able to learn one or two things from this broadcast. Please kindly like, subscribe, and follow my YouTube page, as well as my Facebook, as well as my Instagram page, The Leadership Standard. I thank you all for listening to me today. My name again is Buchilo. I am the CEO of The Leadership Standard, as well as an attorney, an attorney, a speaker, a writer, a social commentator. Please follow all my broadcasts and let us do this sometime later next week or this week. Thank you all and have a great day.